Welcome to an EdTech Team video tutorial. This particular video will be on the Google Art and Culture Zoom view. First thing we're going to do is actually go to a painting, and so we're going to use the search feature located over on the right-hand side. You're going to do a search for the painting that you would like to see. We're going to start off with the Tower of Babel. And I've already preloaded it, but these are the ones that you would get as a result. So once you find what you're looking for, you simply click on it and it'll take you to that particular painting. Okay, over on the right-hand side, you'll find that there is a smaller thumbnail version of that same painting, and there's a lever that you can use. And if you push the lever over to the right, it'll zoom into the painting. If you push the lever over back to the left, it will zoom right back out. So you can use this to actually get really, really close and personal to the painting and to be able to see the kind of detail that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see if you were there in person. Because one, you need to walk around with a magnifying glass, and two, they'd probably kick you out. Some of these paintings are actually quite small, so this kind of detail has never before been available to the public. But now with the Google Art and Culture view option, you can actually see this kind of detail. And so this information, like being able to see workers and them actually, doing what they're doing, and in some cases, I'm going to zoom out here so you can see, in some cases, the village and things that are going on over here, those were the kinds of things that you weren't able to see before. Now, these are details that we get to see about paintings, right? Details that we didn't know about before because we couldn't see. It gets really interesting when you get into paintings from certain painters. For example, this one here, that is a portrait where the artist who painted this particular portrait portrayed her in a certain way because of an argument that the model had with the painter. The painter had originally presented a painting to her that she did not like, and she asked for them for the artist to actually remove the painting. And so, of course, the artist was upset because he put in a lot of effort into it. So what he ended up doing was he still put this painting out there, but he completely changed it from what he originally had, and he even included certain elements to this painting that were certainly painting her in a very bad light. There are a lot of things you can explore here, things like she's got this drape hanging here with coins, trying to make her be perceived as money hungry and only after men who had money. But most shockingly about this particular painting, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here, what's really great about this zoom feature is that you can suddenly discover elements within a painting that you may not pick up when you're looking at this painting in person. For example, down here at the bottom right, you see the head that is supposedly belongs to one of her lovers. And as you can see, there's a coin in the eye, indicating once again that she only married and dated men who had money. So the painter's portraying this female here as money hungry. So really interesting backstories that you'll find when you're able to zoom in. I'm going to show you one more here. And this one is the Harvesters that was painted by Peter Bruegel. And what I'm going to do here once again is we're going to zoom in. I'm going to show you a couple of things that the naked eye would not ever be able to identify on their own. And so what we see just by looking at the painting is, we see workers here maybe taking a short lunch break while some are still working, and we see just the landscape off into the distance. We're going to zoom into that landscape, and you're going to be able to see the kind of detail that we would not have been able to see if this feature wasn't available. So here we see some folks actually playing some sort of game. It looks like they're throwing a stick through a hoop there. We also see some folks over here, it looks like to be skinny dipping into this little pond or lake that is over here on this side. So sort of like hidden Easter eggs within a painting that this particular painter has left us behind. I invite you to try out the zoom feature. We are providing two different paintings that you can do a search for. You can, of course, search for others, but we're asking you to actually take a look at St. Francis in the Desert to see if you can find the hidden rabbit. There's sort of an Easter egg rabbit hidden in there. And we're also asking that you check out the Proverbs. This one's filled with lots of hidden things going on in this painting. At first glance, you wouldn't pick it up, but if you zoom in and take a close look, you're going to find lots of hidden Easter eggs in this painting. Happy hunting.